okay, that they use in procuring those vans that they call ambulance. And so those documents are in the records. And so that is what they are using. And the accused persons were part of the scheme to go purchase that in the name of ambulances. Okay, and so they don't need any other cooperation or whatever from any of the accused persons. In fact, in the release, the Attorney General is saying that JAPA has consistently come to them, okay, for plea bargain. You know what plea bargain is? You get it. And so when they do that, in some cases, you're going to give something to be able to, you know, for you to be dropped, or because some information you are ready to release so that your case will be lowered or even stopped completely. But that, he said he has not, you know, agreed to that. The guy has, on several occasions, come to him for plea bargain. That they should do this, let's go it this way, let's drop the case, and so. But he has disagreed with him. And he's continuing with the case. So if they say they have anything, he's ready for them in court. Let them send the evidence there. I just pray that because I speak on radio and TV all the time, you can take my voice, doctor it, and let it suit what we say, especially the one that I'm on with my one of the NDC people admire, Honorable A.B.A. Fuseni, and they will say, yes, so that's Georgia. He says, no. The Attorney General has spoken on radio severally. So if you take his voice and doctor it and go and do what you, that's a different thing. But there are experts who can do it here in Ghana, or we can even take it to the United Kingdom. You know, the courts will allow that to be done, and then we come to continue the case. So to be honest with you, personally, I feel this ambulance matter, you know, should be allowed to rest somewhere. But the Attorney General is the one who is clothed with the powers to prosecute the matter. And he feels it's a crime against the state, and so must be delved into. Let him continue. You know, he decides which case to prosecute or which ones not to prosecute. In fact, there are some, they go and in the process, they file null prosequi, right? And decide to drop the matter. So let's let the law take its course. I think there's a deliberate lie by JAPA just to, you know, distort the whole process and let the public, you know, through the NDC, and you know the NDC has carried this, and 1,000 meters, they are running with it, so that people's attention will be drawn on that and taken away from the fact. But I'm very upbeat and confident about the man who is leading the whole case, the Attorney General himself. He is somebody who is resolute, determined, and knows what he's doing. And he's not going to be swayed or diverted by these propaganda and wicked lies.
Right, thank you very much. Alhaji.
Yeah. You see, I've always said that when you allow a hyena to be the caretaker of your kraal, you will come back and find no animal alive.
Crab. Okay.
Where there's livestock, and they make the hyena the watcher.
Yes.
You make that. You know the hyenas is a shabu appetite for meat, and you make him the chairman of the kraal.
Your own case.
Bless, you can bear eloquent testimony here. I have said it time with that number. That dummy is a cancer in our judicial process. Cancer, which ought to be removed, because the man is perpetrating injustice in a ministry that should oversee the promotion of justice for Ghanaians. You know, it's an Attorney General, a minister for justice.
Yes.
This man is so manifestly unjust. This man is so manifestly dishonest, dishonorable, vindictive, lying, perpetrating fraud. This man is not fit to come anywhere near the office of Attorney General and Minister for Justice. He's not qualified.
You haven't given any evidence.
I'm telling you, we are coming to that. And it even abounds. This is a man who slept on the job. They've slapped judgment them in the UK. You remember the UK case? His incompetence. You know, this man is not competent. He's not competent. You are his friend. Can you give me a celebrated case you won before he became Attorney General? One. As a lawyer, which one celebrated case? This man, just because they are giving portfolios Look, if there were qualifications, you qualify to be minister and some other thing more than other people. Political appointment is by virtue of the president's fiat. That's why people like Dami are attorney general.
He's brilliant.
In the MPP, they are brilliant lawyers.
Yes.
Look at Jogati. I'm sure you know.
He's been attorney general.
Yes, I'm saying that he was a deputy attorney general, not attorney general himself. Yes, I'm just acting for a short period before you're taking off. Yes, I'm talking of substantive attorney general. Okay, there are more brilliant people than this man. This man is a disaster. Honestly, he's a disaster. And you see, you are defending him that what Jakpa said in court was a lie. The man himself was in court. Okay, the attorney general was seated in court when Jakpa made that submission before the court.
He was surprised.
He did not one word even stand up to indicate that what the man said is a lie. Himself.
That's a release.
I'm saying that himself in court. Look, the list, you see, it's like.
If it's not your time to talk,
my brother.
You think the release an afterthought?
I'm coming.
No.
You let me come. You see, if they strip you, if you allow yourself to be stripped naked in public, and then the same person who stripped you naked in public takes you back to go and clothe you in private, has it done you any good? You are in court. What matters is the proceedings of the court. That is on the evidence on the record.
I'm not cutting you, please. Maybe this thing in courts. Attorney General has finished with his submission. The man comes in. Then there's a cross-examination from his defense attorney,
brother.
and he brings that up.
That's what I'm saying.
And the Attorney General has finished.
Maybe you people are lawyers.
Case again. How can he speak?
You people are lawyers. Ask any lawyer.
How can he
If
speak?
somebody makes a statement on in court,
Yes.
in open court, and you disagree with it, you rise up and yes, and tell draw the judge's attention that what the man is saying is false, and that you reject it.
You made honorable AVA stand.
He's illustrating.
Yes. So you will get up there and let the court know that what that man is saying is false, and that you you see, and that you reject this, so that it doesn't enter into part of the records of the court. Okay. The man was seated in court. He didn't open his mouth.
He chose to ignore.
Because the truth had hit him in the face to the point that, in fact, he was completely flabbergasted.
Bring the evidence.
He was overwhelmed. He was mixed up. He was tantalized.
Yeah.
Share in court.
Fast members.
Okay. Share. And you ask yourself. The man who gave evidence was Jakpa. Richard Jakpa.
Yes.
It was not Atu Forsen.
Richard. I said Richard.
Yes, I said Richard Jakpa.
Yes.
Not Atu Forsen.
No.
So why was he concentrating his attack on Atu Forsen?
No, he's added it to the whole package.
Jakpa spoke. Address Jakpa.
No, first accused is all related to
I'm
the
saying
matter.
Jakpa spoke. Why should somebody eat pepper for another man to sweat? Where you buy KK, is that not where you take your shito? Do you buy KK at Adabraka and go to Osu to take shito?
Sometimes.
You see, it doesn't make sense. I'm just exposing the I don't know how to describe this man.
Relax.
He's so grossly incompetent. Elementary, me, I'm not even a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. But these are elementary things you know, even about the practice of law. A whole attorney general.
Wow. Brilliant.
He doesn't know anything. That to the point that addressing somebody who issued a decision represents an address to somebody else who was not even making a statement on the floor of the court.
How did
you see you are, because the man is so obsessed with getting Atu Forsen convicted that he will stop at nothing. And so what Jakpa said was the bare truth, because the man himself has not denied it. And silence means, like somebody said, confirm.
Yeah.
He has denied it.
Where has he denied it? It is irrelevant. This one is like, it's money yet. I don't want to spoil people's appetite. It's like bringing out the real thing, and then you let flatulence follow. What have you done? It's useless. What he's doing is useless.
No.
It's a cowardly job he's doing.
No.
If he was a man working with his boss, he should have stood up in court.
No, but the case is not concluded.
My brother, yesterday was what mattered.
No.
At the moment the man made the thing and you were in court,
No.
any other thing you do is an afterthought. because it is already on the face of the record of the court that this allegation is done. And listen to what Japa said. It's very serious. That's why I said that the General Legal Council
is lying.
If the General Legal Council is minded to maintain its integrity, they must flush this man out quickly. And I will say that even politically, this man has tarnished the image of our justice system. And look, if for nothing, even when Parliament is due, some of us will move a motion of censure to dismiss him from that job. If he had any modicum on iota of decency left in him, he should have resigned this morning and quit. Look, Japa said that the man has been coercing him. Look at the word. Blessing. The word is coerce.
It's a lie.
Using coercive means to extract evidence or concessions from somebody. It's a criminal act. Okay? And that he has been meeting him at clandestine places and times, very odd hours of the night. If you haven't stolen, why are you running in the market? If you know that it's a legal thing, let him come and meet you at the Attorney General's office during the daytime, and everybody sees what you are doing. Okay? If you decide to go and do the thing clandestinely, to meet the man, to coerce him, to force him, and then worst of all, that he should lie, he should fabricate evidence to get Atu convicted.
You'll never do that.
This is the worst fraudulent act an Attorney General anybody can ever engage in.
On the say so of an accused person,
seriously. Where he's saying it and you are present, you can't even contradict him.
Please,
That is factual.
That's an desperate.
So this is a criminal act. Even suborning witnesses in court is a criminal act. Let alone say an Attorney General asking somebody to fabricate evidence to lead to the conviction of somebody.
It's not.
An Attorney General,
It's
God
not
of mercy.
true.
Is this where Ghana has sunk into?
Oh, please.
Is that how deep we have sunk?
The guy will be jailed for
That somebody functioning as an Attorney General can be so banal, so base. God of mercy. And listen to the press conference that he has evidence that the minority that Atu forcing came to him to ask that he should drop the case. That's why I say that he's not worth of his sort. An Attorney General or any legal person, any lawyer will tell you that making statement to the effect that you want a case dropped against you for charges that are in court is normal. Is that not it? Why does an Attorney General make that the centerpiece of his defense when allegations are made against him that he is trying to get somebody to coerce somebody to lie to get somebody convicted?
Why would he do that?
And in any case,
he said the evidence are documentary.
Until this matter came up,
Yes.
he said they had come to him. Why didn't he state that? An Attorney General is the first officer of the law. So if somebody wants to engage in a criminal act, like bribing you or influence you to do what is wrong, you yourself have the first duty to get that person arrested. Allah, you know that.
He ignored it because he
My brother,
thought he wasn't going to do it.
He can't ignore it because it's not true. Because
He said
he's saying
not saying audio.
That is what I'm saying. That
The lawyer says audio, but
yesterday,
he says
the NBC
video.
at the press conference gave him 24 hours. He should present that so-called evidence that he has.
He will.
Film, he doesn't have anything.
He will.
Because the man, damage
in
propensity for lying. He has an insatiable appetite for lying. So he doesn't have anything. He's just
You don't worry.
a false bravado. And I'm indicating, but that is not even the issue. Why? Asking somebody to drop a case, is it out of the ordinary? It's normal. And I'm saying that in his case, since when did he have this evidence? He never told Ghanaians anywhere that somebody came to see him to drop the case. A lie. If he had it, he should have brought it out. Why did he wait for this incident to happen for all of a sudden for him to tell us that he had evidence to the contrary? You see this dishonest man. This is the centerpiece of incompetence and dishonesty. That's why I said this man doesn't qualify to be Attorney General. He's a disgrace to that office. I have never seen in the annals of our country's history anybody so grossly incompetent, discredited, dishonest in this office like this man. He's the worst Attorney General in the history of our country. And I think that, of course, Nana Akufo-Addo likes gaping sycophants. He likes sycophants. If some people, look, you see, the likes of you, if you want to tell him the truth, I tell you, you never get appointment. That's why you are where you are. If you have also gone to sing some songs and tell him that the best thing that ever happened to this world is Nana Akufo-Addo, the next day I'm telling you, we will give you post. I'm giving you advice, free advice.
Pressing, yeah.
Boot licking and praising it. Sycophants, they are not even licking the bush. Some of them are now chewing the bush like Dami. Dami is a gaping sycophant.
No, Dami is a brilliant lawyer.
Gaping sycophant. And that is why I'm saying that these are the kinds of people that Nana Akufo-Addo likes. But they are destroying the country in whatever they do. So, me, I know that I have always said it. We are here today. We shall go back to our maker tomorrow. Every single one of us. I'm a member of parliament. I will stand before the maker and account to my stewardship for being member of parliament for the years that they gave me. That is how President Nana Akufo-Addo will account.
Yes.
And that day he will sweat like nobody.
You account as member of parliament and then as president.
As president,
you will not account
he
as
want to
president.
kill all of us as president. The mess he has committed this country. You will account tomorrow.
This nation.
So the same thing. That's how Attorney General, judges, you have a right to pronounce life over death. Tomorrow you will account before your maker. When they gave the opportunity to you, did you dispense justice fairly?
You did.
If you did, at that time there will be no lawyer to defend you. Yeah. It's a one-on-one. Okay?
Unfortunately, he's a lawyer.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, though his tenure as Attorney General, he will account.
Yes.
Whether he likes it or not.
And he will accept.
And this shorted performance he's putting up. This dishonest.
He secured convictions. A lot of your guys, he secured convictions.
Show me one MPP person he has called. Even when Cecilia Dapa, look at this matter about Cecilia Dapa. The man is the first to say that, oh, there's no evidence.
No, you
throw
submit.
the thing out.
You submit.
Right.
You see, look at this man. That's what, those are the traits of dishonesty I'm talking about. This man. He hasn't found one single MPP person worthy of prosecution. Now look at how many people has he prosecuted? Yadega, Dauda, Jachikwesi. I can't even finish mentioning. This man.
They are causing
he's
trouble.
Worse than a foot soldier. Because he's been brought there, president to come and do that dirty, vindictive job.
Did he ask
that is what he's doing.
Not to
that's what he's doing.
Renounce his citizenship? Did he?
It was even clear. That matter was even clear that it didn't wash. You see,
so the case.
He as listen has shown through this, and it's so disgraceful. Many people who were in the court were scandalized that this is an Attorney General of Ghana.
No, the guy lied.
God of mercy.
Meet him
Never in
don't worry.
I mean, maybe you are a young man. Those who are even older cannot remember any such things has happened in our judicial system. Where an Attorney General will be accused of coercing somebody to fabricate,
which is a lie.
Which is there. When I say, why is it a lie? He was himself in court. He didn't get up to protest that it's a lie.
Yes.
Because he accepted it.
No.
And he knows that it's true. That's why he didn't get up to contest. Did he contest it?
No.
He had the opportunity to contest it in court. Did he do that?
Mati Hamidu
Did he do that?
is facing OSB.
So I have no doubt in my mind that by the grace of Allah Almighty, inshallah, Atufoso has not committed any crime.
Oh, he has.
I believe by the grace of Allah Almighty,
he's my brother, but
he'll be exonerated by the grace of Allah Almighty. And the conduct of the Attorney General, this man there, he has died in the market.
So there's no need to announce his
funeral. There's no need to announce his funeral. Everybody knows who he is.
Right. Thank you very much.
He's a brilliant Attorney General. I love him so much.
Yesterday. Yeah, he's here. See, the far boy.
Was a test of the integrity of our justice system. And for several years, Godfrey Dami has been prosecuting the issue of ambulances that were said to be procured but are not in use. In that, letters of credit and what have you have been authorized. And they invited the Minister then for finance, who indicated initially the charge was that Atuforsen did not have the authority of his minister before he authorized the letters of credit. Seth Tepe came to court and indicated and showed proof that he authorized Atuforsen to do what he had to do. Yet the Attorney General, recalcitrant and in full pursuit of the fact that the minority leader must suffer an incarceration, will not budge. The third or fourth accused, who was the chief director at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Animane, the Attorney General has dropped any charges against him. And so he is to go free, or he's walking free. Yet, Richard Jakpa, and the minority leader are still being persecuted. Now, my mind is doing me something. Why was the charges on the fourth accused dropped? Or second accused? Why were they dropped? Did the Attorney General influence him for him to do anything that will please and support their case? And consequently, the Attorney General had to drop any charges against him. But his ministry was the recipient ministry of the ambulances. And if they did not make a request, the Ministry of Finance will not be making approvals. So the request obviously emanated from it. So my mind is doing me 2-2. We call it 2-2. But Richard Jakpa yesterday stated in court, and when you are to mount the witness box, is it the witness box? Yes. What do they do to you before? You swear oath.
The people lie on the oath.
You swore an oath. Can I? Gentlemen, can I? So Jakpa swore an oath before the court and then made the pronouncement that, you Godfrey Dame, you've been coercing me, asking me to say things, to implicate the minority leader, then deputy minister, and I have declined. On many occasions, you have even called me at odd hours. Look, don't provoke me. This was a man under oath. The Attorney General did not say a word. Then the judge had to call them, lawyers, and say, come. And they went into conclave.
The bench is normal.
Can I finish? I say, I beg you. Then they went into conclave. After 30 minutes, the judge comes out to say that, look, I've adjourned the case. The Attorney General raised no protestation, because if he had raised protestation, it would be captured. Now, IAC is sitting here believing a man who came out of court to issue a statement through his deputy. You see, Elijah is watching something. If I say what he's watching, they will say...
No. There's something about the Attorney General having defied the Justice Ministry. I'm showing to him.
No. I wanted... That's not what you were showing. Oh. It is what is on the Koku's status that you were showing to him.
No. They will not even know. He's bringing a different man. Don't mind. Don't mind. He wants to put the whole stuff down the spot.
Chairman, remember you are under oath.
You see, you think he loves you. You see what he's doing to you.
You are under oath.
It's one of the
So people will be rushing. Those who have my number will be rushing to get what
you're telling them what to do. I didn't say anything. I I said Koku. Are you the only Koku? I see the only Koku.
You put
I said Koku.
You said Koku, your finger this way.
Oh, Jama.
So the Attorney General did not make a word in court because that would have been captured as the Attorney General's position. And then if the evidence are later submitted, the Attorney General leaves court and causes a statement to be issued by his deputy, not himself.
Yes, yes.
What is this? In that statement, see the thing he has done. Oh, Ato Forsen, you have come to me pleading, and I have you on video that I should drop the case. So, at the appropriate time, I will drop the video. This Attorney General is scandalous. You are supposed to be the protector of our justice. And by justice, it means that you should not accept external influences in the delivery of justice.
He will never do that. That's what he's been doing.
Then suddenly, somebody comes to you and says, this matter before you, please drop it, I beg you. That alone constitutes a crime, isn't it?
No.
That constitutes crime. So you come to court and say, Judge, tell this man to desist from coming to me and trying to coerce me or influence me emotionally to drop the case. This is evidence that he has been coming to me. When Ken Ofori-Atta went to Martin Amidu in that morning, Martin Amidu said it. You are not supposed to come to me. What did you come to me to do? You remember that story?
I remember.
So what is this about our Attorney General that decided that, look, as for this one, I'll keep it until his case was now declared that this is what you have been doing, calling witnesses, compelling them, forcing them to make false testimonies against persons that are presumed innocent. This is not right. But of course, you recall that President Akufo-Addo, when he was Minister for Justice and Attorney General, in the case of Chachu Chikata and the causing of financial loss, when he lost the case, of course, President Kufuor had to remove him though. When he lost the case, quickly, they had to go reconstitute, in fact, appointed new justices to the Supreme Court. And immediately empaneled them. And then they overturned the decision by 5-4. And Chachu had to go into the...
They are not fair to the case.
Are you done?
Because the law is constitutional.
Are you done?
For review.
New judges
For
were not
review.
appointed.
No, for review.
No, new judges were not
The
appointed.
numbers there were not up to those that can go for the review.
For the purposes of the
Yes,
New
no,
judges were
that's-
appointed.
So one was added. One.
I'm saying 2 new judges were.
no, 2.
2 new judges
Two.
were added.
No, the one,
know, it was
one
four-
was there.
You know,
The
it was
number was
4-3.
there. Yes.
2
So
new
they put it there
judges
to
were
make it
appointed.
5-4.
And
Yes,
soon
to
as
make
the
it
2
4.
new
Yeah, the
judges
two
were
judges
appointed.
If they had added just one, it wouldn't have been.
Yeah,
I'm saying the 2 new judges were appointed.
No,
And
it's
those
not
2
getting-
can I make my
One was
point?
appointed. There was one excess, so there was one addition.
Two were
Oh,
new
just-
ones were
yeah.
introduced.
Let's chairman proceed.
So
are
2 new justices were appointed.
It's not the case.
And then when the case was brought for review, the 2 new justices voted for the government side, so it now became 5-4. The thing that was 4-3, now they brought 2 new justices who went and voted according to the authority of the appointer. This is what Attorney General
That's the law.
Godfrey Dame is doing. The law is not for treason. So I'm also speaking the law. I'm telling you that 2 new justices were
Because
appointed.
7 sat on the first case.
Can I say
so
that?
you must go to the next odd number.
So you went and brought
So
MPP
2.
judges to come and make that determination. This is what you want me to say.
How can you say this?
This is what you want me to say. So I have said that. So evidently, Attorney General Godfrey Dame has been exposed, and if he has any shame, this is the time to say,
Oh no.
I have failed in my duty as Justice Minister. I am bowing out. The deputy who issued this scandalous statement in defense of the Attorney General should also follow. Because certainly, you are not the one who made the calls. You are not the one who was coercing Japa. Japa never mentioned your name. So how come that you are the one to issue a statement in defense of a grown-up person that has been accused?
Please, 1 second. Please.
Put your hand down.
I beg you. You see, when the person, the third accused person, sitting in the witness box made those allegations, the judge called the lawyers to approach the bench. You get it? And that is normal. And they went into a closet to have deliberation. Do you know what discussions they had? Okay? Which made her to adjourn the case? Because definitely the Attorney General would have told the judge that no, this is not true. And so the judge didn't want to create a circus in the courtroom. No, the judge said approach the bench. Once he made
the make the statement approaching the bench.
Yes.
Then he made the allegation, and he had a duty to himself.
The good news is that
he had a duty to himself to oppose it.
The good news is that, bless, the telcos have records of all calls and calls. Yes, so they'll pull it out.
So
you get it?
He says that he has evidence.
That's it. If Attorney General called and the things that were discussed, we can know that. Okay, if he's a liar,
so let him wind
they
up.
should give him another 25 years in a
Now, finally.
You're finished.
Finally, bless. So
This is not fair.
Japa made his pronouncements against the Attorney General. Now the Attorney General, Hopeson Adorye, Japa made, I want him to keep quiet, so I had to provide the answer. Japa made the allegations against Godfrey Dame. Instead of attacking Japa, you are attacking the first accused.
He responded to all of them.
You understand? You are attacking the first accused. I don't get it all.
No, he said, I'll send it to you. Read it.
Ah, you see? I don't get it.
It's Japa who spoke.
Yes.
It's okay.
Right. He responded to Japa.
I have some messages that are
Did he say anything against you?
So this one here says,
It's the obsession to get him.
we Ghanaians have a big problem. We like to celebrate the wrongs all in the name of defense. Every single person in the country knows that the system has been totally destabilized under Akufo-Addo's government, but the few ones who are getting their help from them keep defending them at all fronts. Okay, you didn't tell me your name and where you sent this one from. George, you see, this one is from Ambassador Sampiale, by the way. Yeah, 3 times, so 3 times. And added George. It says, I've always advised you that power is not forever. Remember, whatever contributions you make on issues, whether by shouting or using abstract language or borrowed slang, may be used against you one day. A word to the wise is at Kwabuchi.
But now, Professor, now I say it's enough.
Right. This one here says, good morning, bless. I'm enjoying the show. My name is Sam from Havana. Kindly control George AEC in the studios from interjecting Alaji. All right. Thank you so much for your message. Okay. All right. We do not have so much time. Some of the messages I've intentionally decided to avoid them.
People take their data.
You know. No, but it's not everything I can read. No, I can't read it.
Then because they are talking about that, you see.
No.
Because they are talking about that, you see.
If the language is English,
so you edit the language. And because they are talking about you see, and
they substitute for whatever they want to say, and I can't say. But we have some 15 minutes more.
Yes.
Briefly, let's
You
look
can
at
give me 10 minutes and then.
2.5.
actually, you can give
see your time to you.
Yeah. You can give him 30 minutes.
So
you can give him
30
30 minutes and give us 1 minute.
So yesterday, Hopeson Adorye, former member of the New Patriotic Party, now a leading member of the Movement for Change, He was arrested. He was picked up by
M4C.
the police, and he was straight away sent to court, the Dansuma Circuit Court. But then he's been granted bail, 20,000 cedis. It came at the back of comments.
Police station,
Straight, yeah. He made some comments a few weeks ago in relation to the 2016 election. He said he detonated a dynamite 2 weeks. Not one, several of them. 2 weeks before the election, at the stronghold of the opposition National Democratic Congress, and according to him, that also, played some. He said, he even added that some of the professors, even in the MPP, they can't devise this means of winning election, but he did that, and then you see, yeah. I mean, but now he's no longer part of the party. I don't know who will be doing that for the MPP in 2024.
Yeah.
Mr. AC.
Yeah. I think Hopeson, he's left the MPP. He's following the butterfly. Let me say good morning to my brother, Ebo Bokman, in Cape Coast. He's watching. And he said,
He even sent a message.
Yeah, somewhere that I was sleeping on set. I didn't see that. He said he saw that. Right now, he said so, but I didn't sleep. Yes. So, Hopeson is a friend. And
How can you defend that one?
Which one?
We have been speaking with him all the time. When did he sleep?
No, he
I
didn't
see.
He didn't sleep. He didn't sleep.
The man saw Ayesi sleeping. You were busy talking.
Who is Keda who can see somebody sleeping than you? You were here.
like you
He has been interjecting on this one.
Ayesi was sleeping.
sleeping like this.
Will you listen to me and be able to interject?
Proceed.
Maxman, you are right. The man was sleeping. Because Alaji, if he was not speaking, the way we were talking about the Israeli issue and the angle he took, the man was sleeping.
He's behaving like Japan.
No, Japan told the truth.
This man is sleeping. We are speaking about something that you go on a different tangent. You were sleeping.
He has his own point of view.
Thank you. I thought people agree to you. Some of them
Your cousins.
Yeah, my cousins. One of their my director, my boss.
No, former director for
yes,
communications.
He encouraged me and helped when I joined the
And you
national
learnt under his
communications.
feet.
Yes, and it pains me that he's decided
it has
to
to
go
come
that
to this
way.
point,
Yes. Yeah, now, Hopeson, yes, I listened to the voice. He did say dynamites were detonated and cool, but I disagree. I know we carried out operations on the borders. I know, yes, we carried out some operations on the borders.
What are
Is there?
What operation?
To stop the Togolese from crossing to vote in Ghana. We did that.
that included
A lot
blasting-
of things.
blasting
No, I
dynamite.
don't know about blasting bombs. I hear, I don't know if it's true, but I heard he's changed it from dynamite to these ones that we use for Xmas. Knockout. If it's true, you get. But I listened to him. He did use the word dynamite. You get it? Yes. So that is it. And you see, in the Volta region, I've said it severally that my mother comes from the Volta region. I got to make when we walk about 1 mile or so down on the Flower Road, there's a village called Wodome. That place the part to the right is Ghana. You cross the road, it's Togo. Now you move to about 2 kilometers, that's Batume Junction. That place, Togo on the left going, you get it. And so it's there. And we live like families there. And these people sometimes cross to vote. you get those things. And so you need to stop such people. Okay? And so these people, the local people, the Ewe people within these border towns and co, came together to stop them. That you won't cross from Togo to come to Ghana. And that operation worked very well. And I wouldn't pretend that if he says he's part of it, I will not sit here and say it's not true, because he's been in the throes of operations in the MPP. Nobody would deny that. Hopeson Adorye has been in the throes of operations of our party all along. He's been a serious volunteer on those scores. You get it? And he is Pan-Africanist. And if political parties had militant groups, I definitely believe Hopeson would have been part of that militant group. So if he's saying some of these things, I disagree. I didn't know about the dynamites being detonated and co. But I know operations were conducted. In fact, from the Hohoe area all the way through. You get it. So it's true that there were operations to stop those things, yes. But the dynamite, I don't know about it. Yes.
People crossing to come and vote. If I'm in Togo and let's say 7 December is Ghana's election day, I live just by the border. But I'm in Togo at the moment and I want to vote. Can't I leave Togo? And
You're Ghanaian. We don't have a problem. We told them that those who are not Ghanaians, we have evidence. We know them.
So already there's a document to prove that you're Ghanaian.
Yes.
If you have a valid voter's ID, so there should be no problem.
No, they were coming. Look, a political
Without a
party.
voter's ID card.
A political party deliberately goes to bring people from Togo to register in Ghana.
Which evidence is that?
We know plenty.
Right.
We give you. Now last one, let me finish. Now the Hopeson angle, the way he said it, people believed that these dynamites and co he allegedly detonated were done in the Volta region of Ghana, okay, to scare the Voltarians from going to vote, because predominantly if 10 Voltarians move, 7 of them were going to vote for the NDC. And so that was, scaring them to know. That's not what happened.
But that's what he said.
No, yes. That's why he's to go and answer the questions in court. You get it? And so when I saw it yesterday, I felt bad, to be honest with you. This a very dedicated, committed member of the MPP. He's now decided to go Afafranto Butterfly, which the wind will blow away very soon. And I saw 2 of our dedicated members acting as his lawyers. Former members, sorry. Lawyer Boabia Samoa, my own boss, and I admire and respect so much. And then my own friend, Ken Gwanji. He's also gone out of our
party. Said that,
yes, he's gone out.
The FPP is a leprosy. You never come near you again.
It's not a party.
No, today I heard why he did, and I think maybe some mafia. No, he feels the MP from
some mafia
coming to a country, and he felt it's not fair. But the Constitution allows some discretions to be given. It was given to Alhaji Dr. Baumia when he came to, if you're not a card-bearing member, sometimes they waive some of these restrictions and give you to initial.
No, he was
not a card-bearing member.
He was not even a member.
Oh, card-bearing member.
When he was recruited as ready-made by Nana Akufo-Addo, he was brought in by Kenoforata. At that time, he had nothing in the MPP.
Thank you, Mr. Isi. We do not have so much time.
He was a technocrat, and we needed technocrats.
Yes, but technocrat, but he was not a member.
Kindly. That time was nearly up. We have just 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
2 minutes.
I don't know whether to sympathize with IAC. Hopeson IAC. Hopeson IAC.
You know why? Because they told him about when I came, the way Ahima greeted me. That's the problem.
And you can see that I've not been myself. And the irony is that when I was coming, I went to the washroom, I saw Ahima, and she just dodged. And I'm not going to. So I'm not going to mind.
That's why you came asking to get up from the chair.
So, first and foremost, I don't know whether to sympathize with Hopeson. But the person that I am, I have to. You recall when I was unjustly invited by the Ghana police? Hopeson and his ilks were talking Baluba. They were talking without their heads. Today, you are not of the New Patriotic Party. And the cane that they used to whip me for some pronouncements, you see where you are.
Same cane.
It is unjust. Let me state, it is unjust.
It's not the MPP that is after him.
It is unjust. When Hopeson made that statement, I heard my big brother, not my friend, because if I say my friend, Alhaji will take me on. Kwame Sefakai, on Peace FM.
Why is he not your friend?
Because if I say my friend, Alaji will ask me, I should identify.
I'm sure you have read me.
He will ask me the kind of friends I have. Kwame Sefakan was the first person to call on the police to go after Hopeson Adorye. It was not the police's own initiative. It was Kwame Sefakan that said, what is the police waiting for? And the police now had to go after Hopeson Adorye. Why?
MPP prompted.
No, he is a media person.
How? Who doesn't know who? How? Who doesn't even know who Kwame Sefakan is?
These
He's a
things.
citizen of Ghana.
Who doesn't know him?
When you are talking, I always respect.
I know. You know I respect you, Chama. You know.
So, the MPP actually carried out operations at the border towns. I am a Ghanaian. I do business in Togo or in Benin, or I'm returning even from Nigeria, driving to come and enter Ghana. And when I get to the place, where are you going? I'm going to vote. Because I have lived in Nigeria and I now speak like Nigerian, you are stopping me from coming to vote.
Nobody is stopping.
These guys are criminals. Unbelievable criminals. You people.
Wow.
You stop people, qualified Ghanaians who obtained their voter ID cards. If they were not, they will not have voter ID cards. So on the basis,
don't attempt to.
So how do you
make
vote?
that announcement.
How do you vote? You vote without a voter ID card.
Don't come.
When you are coming to vote, you
know
own a
police
Ghanaian
who
voter ID card. Even if you have your own ID card and you come and they cannot check, they have to verify you.
Bernard.
Please.
We give you evidence of people who are
Please.
Togolese on Togolese register and are on Ghanaian register.
So if I am a Ghanaian,
That was a blatant lie.
No. If I am a Ghanaian, you see, Alaji, grant him. If I am a Ghanaian and I find my name on a Togolese voter register, does that make that I'm not a Ghanaian? I am a Ghanaian. And I vote in Ghana. But for some reason, I decided that I'm registering in Togo as well. That means that I'm no longer a Ghanaian. That means I'm no longer a Ghanaian. So why is that the Togolese?
Togo have dual citizenship.
I'm saying that. No, I'm saying that.
He's a Ghanaian, but he's living there and working.
So if the Togolese permit me to register on their register,
it's a crime.
Did the Togolese say they are criminals?
Yes. You are not. They don't.
Did the Togolese say they are criminals?
Sure as they have dual
Stop
citizenship.
this thing you are
That
doing.
is law.
So they actually detonated dynamite.
No, nobody detonated.
They detonated dynamite. And if you listen to Hopeson Adorye, he said, look,
he said that
when they did that thing,
knockout.
when they did that thing, they instilled fear.
They scared the whole people there.
And that on the voting day when he finished casting his vote, and he drove to the voter region, and he was told that the turnout was
very
low.
low.
He started jubilating because they had achieved their game.
Of course. The Togolese were coming to vote.
You understand? They
stop
achieved their aim because they detonated dynamite and it scared people.
I don't
This
know about
is how the
dynamite.
MPP carried out elections. As far as elections are concerned, these people can kill. After all, they even told us that they can sell their parents. When
Truly African.
You see,
We needed you.
if you send your
that
son,
Fahima will see me and dodge.
if you send your son to the hereafter,
I grown a good.
you will return, you won't recognize him. What has happened to Hopeson is a lesson for all of us as political actors. That you must first be conscious that power is transient.
He knows, we all know.
Okay? And that the least time you think you'll be leaving power is the time you leave power. You ask anybody who is leaving power at that time. In 2000, in the year 2000, I never thought MPP could defeat NDC. He said that no way, this one, he lied. President Mills was going to be president in 2000. Much against the thought of all our, we were swept out of power. Okay? Nana Akufo-Addo, when they made him the candidate of the MPP in 2008, he never believed MPP would get out of power. At that time, with his boisterous team, he was roundly defeated. In fact, the election went on. We conducted 3 elections in 2008. He lost all. He lost. Even 1 vote, 50 plus 1. That's what the Constitution says. Okay? So we must know that power is transient. You will leave that power. No matter how hot the sun is, it will set. Okay? So you should have at the back of your mind that when that power is given to you, do what is right and proper. Use it to build some bridges tomorrow, because you'll be on the other side tomorrow. Don't be bellicose and flaunt power in the face of the people. That is what is caught up with our brother
He peddled on truth.
Hopeson Adorye. That this man said they did operations. And Bernard, what is very good that this revelation has come. That if the mad fish comes to tell you that the crocodile has belly ache, you will believe him. Because they live in the water together, under the water. What Hopeson is telling us is the tactics MPP used to win elections in this country.
But you don't
Even if that means flouting the laws of the country. We have Ghana's immigration. They formed militias and others to go and carry out operations. I hope my NDC brothers and sisters and others are listening to me. Those who are so obsessed with, hey, this is the way, we can do this.
NDC.
The MPP is saying,
Your boss,
they formed militias. They formed militias and went to border towns to throw dynamite.
No. And we disagree.
And you see what their mentality about votarians.
That's why he's in court.
They didn't do it anywhere. They went to the voter region.
No, border town.
Is the voter region the only one which votes in a way? There are places where MPP gets even 98% of votes. They turn out. They get 98% turnout.
An MP from voter region.
They did 98% turnout. They have never gone there to throw dynamite.
Nobody has thrown any dynamite.
They have never gone there to throw dynamite. So it's telling us.
He was bringing one.
It's telling us we should up our game. That is how you win elections. Target where you have to target and make sure that the right thing is done.
The right thing will be done.
Okay?
Baumia is really
So that is what lesson we can draw from this. But you see, bless.
Western, Central.
I read something on social media.
We are splitting.
I beg you, Bernard. I read something from Sewa Buruni.
No, please.
Where have I mentioned somebody's name and you are in a hurry? I'm just saying something I read. You see, why are you so unfair to me? You have not even asked me what I read. And the name I've just mentioned. You see, there's a this in that in a bus. There was some foul smell and they suspected that somebody had passed some bad air. Then they were looking at, then one man said, hey, I'm not the one who. But who has accused you of something? I have not made any accusations yet. And you say, no, this one, you are not the one. I read something from Sewa Buruni. And she was saying that, you remember what happened to me? When President Akufo-Addo, when he's part of his, this thing with Sewa Buruni, the matter came up and they were trying to involve Hopeson Adorye. I was going to do some dirty work. He said, because I know the people I was talking about. So the cordial that is used on Madam will be used on the mistress. So we should be worried sometimes of doing people's dirty jobs for them. Because they may well turn out in the end and come after we ourselves.
Right. I thought the warning would be we should be careful what we say.
No. So I am saying I will sympathize with him to the effect that he's a Ghanaian and deserves the protection of the law.
And the law.
Yesterday you saw what they were hounding him.
No.
Like, no, I'm telling you. Look, so he had to even start, because he is, at least he has some gastro small.
Muscles,
It's not vertically challenged like some of us. But he has that gastro, and he had to stand and tell them, nonsense, I won't take this. You can't push me around.
He's been with national security.
Yes, he can allow you to be pushing him. He was already, the man was handcuffed. So handcuffed, and you are hounding him like that.
No,
every Ghanaian deserves some respect.
I agree with you.
So long as his human rights and fundamental,
When they took you.
no, some of his fundamental human rights and inalienable freedoms were trampled upon. We must ensure that every Ghanaian, because there is a presumption.
How was that done?
There is a presumption.
His lawyers were there. His two lawyers were
no,
there.
were not there. He was calling. He said he was trying to call. They came later. You only saw them in court.
Yeah.
But this one was when they were at the police station. He was trying to contact them, and they were just hounding him. And already he was in handcuffs.
Exaggerating.
No, I'm telling you. Oh, the pictures. The pictures are there.
Our time is up.
The pictures were there. So I think that to that extent, you see, and it tells you the character of people in government.
Oh, it's the police. Why
That
are you
these
saying
people,
government?
what we want
The
to
police doing their work.
which
Why are you
police?
saying government?
Which police? Don't you know?
No.
Don't you know
If you
that?
say something wrong here, the police will pick you.
Yes, I'm saying that the police,
But I know you.
the
will
police
not say
sometimes,
anything
even
wrong.
he just told you something.
No,
That it took Commissioner Fakai to call the police to come and go and arrest.
He didn't.
Right.
You mean that Commissioner Fakai didn't say that?
No,
He said it.
No, if this is what
Mr. George, you see, thank you, Chairman. It's been a pleasure. We need to go. Our time is far gone. It's 10:08 a.m. 8 minutes into time. Bless, are you and Kofi Adams brothers? No, we are not. Your voice and your facial movements look alike. Anyway, first time watching you, and it's fantastic. It pains me. I will not watch again. You can watch, despite the fact that you are starting work next week. The show repeats at 10 p.m. every day. Every day.
He says he cannot watch. Hey.
Right, I'll catch you tomorrow. Oh no, tomorrow's Alaja. Tomorrow's Saturday.
This guy has a-
Alaja at 9. So I'll catch you on Monday. Bye bye.
Truly African.